Hello there, it's Elliot, back again to talk about some Blu-rays, in particular Criterion. Now, the Criterion Collection 50% off sale has begun at Barnes & Noble. It began yesterday, July 10th, and it's going to be running until August 2nd. This is a very exciting time for film collectors and Criterion collectors because we can get all of these films that we've wanted, that we've had a wish list for, at half price and build up our collections. I always love seeing the films that people get during these sales because it shows, the kind of tastes that a person has, and I love seeing people exploring new films and filmmakers that they maybe wouldn't have explored before. That is the beauty of this 50% off sale. Now, this video was originally going to be the start of my recommendations for what you could pick up during the Criterion sale. However, I want to just talk about the state of the sale currently because things aren't exactly going to plan or going smoothly. So the sale began yesterday, and this covers all of the stock Barnes & Noble have online and in their brick and mortar stores. The trouble is there's some very apparent stock issues that they're experiencing because a great many titles on Blu-ray are completely out of stock online, and I've heard from some of you that going into these stores the shelves have been pretty much ransacked, and honestly the choice isn't there like it usually would have been in past sales. It's a real shame that this has been the start of the sale. Now hopefully they will be restocking over the next week or so, and that would be great if the full range of Blu-rays could be back in stock for people to buy and appreciate and just love. My fear is that maybe there's going to be some stock issues and these titles might not come back into stock during the sale. The reason I say this is because obviously we're still in a pandemic and the coronavirus has caused a lot of issues in terms of manufacturing and such, and there were rumours before this sale even began that there might not have been the Barnes & Noble summer sale. And this was due to a lack of stock. Like many people had rumoured this, there'd been whispers that the stock levels just weren't there to support a sale. And that's shown within the first day of the sale, because I looked last night on Barnes & Noble's website, and I'm not kidding, pretty much everything was out of stock. Now I've just gone back online and I've checked, and a few things are now showing back in stock, so maybe they've had a replenishment overnight, I don't know. But there's still a lot of things missing that I know many people would like to buy. So my fingers are crossed that the stock is going to come back in over the next few days. So I think the main worry of people is, will these films come back into stock during this sale? And I guess it's a question mark at the moment. I would imagine that if the stock doesn't come back in during the next few weeks, they would elongate the duration of the sale. That would be the sensible thing to do. Probably it would make a lot of sense business-wise for Barnes & Noble and Criterion. So either way, I think Criterion and Barnes & Noble want their fans to get their hands on these titles at half off. So I wouldn't be worried about that. I would expect you to be able to get these films at 50% off, whether it's next week or in 3 weeks or however long they might need to run this sale for. Another notable change to the sale this time round is that Barnes & Noble are not shipping internationally because of coronavirus. So that means that if you do manage to order from outside of the US, your order is going to be put on hold. So do be wary of that. Now, speaking to my fellow UK Criterion collectors who would love to partake in this sale, it's become quite difficult. Like I mentioned, international shipping is put on hold, and even then, actually placing your order, it has become very difficult. In the past few sales, Barnes & Noble stopped accepting new customers from outside the US, and this was due to GDPR and data protection laws. They just didn't want to hold data from customers, particularly in Europe. So that's why they cut us off. You could, however, still make an order if you paid via PayPal, because that meant they weren't taking all of your details, it was just being pulled from PayPal. So you could do that, but obviously now, because there's no international shipping, you can't do that. There are some ways that you can still place an order with Barnes & Noble if you're in the UK or in Europe or anywhere else in the world. So I may do a video on that if you really want, so let me know in the comments below, and I'll tell you how I'm going to be participating in this sale and a few other methods that you can use to get these films delivered to you. So that's my general thoughts on the status of the sale and the changes that have been made to ordering through Barnes & Noble. I do really hope that the stock comes in during the next few days so that we can all enjoy these wonderful films, so fingers crossed. To round out this video, I do want to say that I'm going to be making more videos on the Barnes & Noble sale, in particular giving recommendations for films that you could consider picking up. Now, I'm going to structure this by doing separate videos on particular topics. So the topic could be a particular filmmaker, it could be a country, a genre, or a film movement, it could be an actor, it could be anything. You could also just leave a comment highlighting a particular film that you like and that you would like to explore more films like that particular film, and I will do my best to provide some recommendations to you. So please do get leaving some comments on this video, because I'd love to know what kind of things you're interested in. So that about does it for this video. I hope you're very excited for the Barnes & Noble sale, and please do get those requests for recommendations into me in the comments below. I will be back with more videos on Criterion very soon, but if you want to stick around on the channel, just click whatever video is going to appear on the screen right now, and I'll include some links down below of more videos for recommendations for Criterion that you can watch now. Anyway, I'll be back very soon, so until then, stay well and keep watching great films.